cannot rehabilitate a fire ant. You have to kill him, his little red friends, and that big fat queen down there making more fire ants. What you need is Orthene Fire Ant Killer from Ortho. You put 1 tablespoon of Orthene over the mound, and you're done. You don't even water it in. The worker ants track it back into the mound. And here's the really good part. Everybody dies, even the queen. Now that's a rush. Orthene Fire Ant Killer from Ortho, guaranteed to kick fire ant butt. Ortho, defend what's yours.
Orthene Fire Ant Killer is one of the essentials for your southern lawn. For more must-have products, visit ortho.com/essentials.
Hey, boss, have you seen that TV commercial with the National Alarm Company? You know, the one where the home gets broken into with the mom and daughter at home?
Oh, yeah, that guy's a creep.
Yeah. Hey, but did you notice that instead of calling the police, the alarm company calls the lady instead?
Oh, yeah. Her and her daughter could have been killed while she was talking to the operator.
Yeah, I know. Now, if they had Safe Touch, the two-way communicator would have let the operator hear what was going on, and they'd have called the police right away.
You know, I was in a fine mood until you mentioned Safe Touch.
Yeah, well, you're not going to like this, boss. The latest edition of the Crooks R Us newsletter said the average response time for Safe Touch monitoring is 14 seconds.
14? Oh, I hate Safe Touch!
That's right, our Safe Touch two-way communicator saves lives and prevents property loss every day. Hi, I'm Lester Jackson, owner of Safe Touch Security Systems. No one, and I mean no one, protects your family better than Safe Touch. So call Safe Touch today. Systems and monitoring are still less than $1 a day.
Call 407-331-0335 or go to safetouch.com. State license number EF233.
Traffic on Air Online, a service from the Florida Lottery. On March 21st, something new will appear from the Florida Lottery. It will be like nothing you've seen before, and the first 100,000 people to play will be granted a free Florida Lotto ticket. It all materializes March 21st. I'd wish you luck, but you won't need it.
Bigger and better. The second annual Winestock. Tickets available now at winestockuncorked.com.
From 540 WFLA, Orlando's 24-hour weather channel, we're off to a great start this morning, and as high pressure holds on, we'll stay sunny and unusually warm. High today at 86, well into the 80s tomorrow and Sunday. Weather updated around the clock on 540 WFLA. I'm meteorologist David Maddox at the Weather Channel.
Score with 540 WFLA Sports.
Well, the Gators looked every bit like a number 2 seed last night in Tampa.
Walker penetrating the paint, goes down to the lane, kicks it to the left wing. Parsons, a three-point shot. Book it. CP for 3, left wing.
You heard Mick Hubert right here on 540 WFLA. Parsons, with a number of family and friends looking on at the St. Pete Times Forum, nearly had a triple-double in Florida's 79-51 rout of UC Santa Barbara in the NCAA tournament. Parsons had 10 points, a career-high 10 assists, and 7 rebounds in his first career NCAA win. The Gators will face UCLA tomorrow. We'll have it for you right here on 540 WFLA beginning at 2:05 tomorrow afternoon. Also in Tampa Thursday, Brandon Knight scored a runner off the glass with 2 seconds left as 4th-seeded Kentucky got by Princeton 59-57. 11th seed Gonzaga, 12th seed Richmond, and 13th seed Morehead State pulled off upsets yesterday. FSU plays Texas A&M today in Chicago. The Orlando Predators play their season opener tonight in New Orleans against the Voodoo. Coach Pat O'Hara says it's big to have an established quarterback going
into year 2 and having a quarterback in Nick Hill that took a lot of snaps last year, got great experience and has really taken ownership of the team.
Live coverage tonight on 740 The Game at 7:30. Tonight, the Magic will host the Denver Nuggets. That's your sports update. I'm Tom Morgan, 540 WFLA.
BHL. Wake up and stand up for what's right. 540 WFLA presents the 50,000-watt front porch. And another hour of Bud Hediger Live.
Marco Rubio, Republican, conservative rock star. We've been talking about him this week. You're going to hear what he did to an Obama State Department official yesterday in the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He may be the junior guy on the GOP side, right down at the end of the table, lowest on the pecking order, but he's the one everybody remembers from yesterday. It's his sound cuts that are being played as before the Security Council in the United Nations passed that no-fly zone, and we'll have more on that in a moment and how you feel about how this is all unfolding and what the appropriate American role should have been in the run-up to this and should be now. Let's listen to the junior Republican senator that we sent to Washington from the state of Florida by the name of young Marco Rubio. Prior to the UN no-fly zone resolution, which the U.S. has signed on to, Rubio on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee was grilling the number 3 State Department guy, Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs, William J. Burns, saying the Obama administration dithering about what to do or not to do in Libya for all of these weeks. Rubio says, I really got serious concerns here, and I hope you do too, about how this has made the U.S. look.
The United States, quite frankly, looks weak in this endeavor, that looks unwilling or maybe even unable to act in this capacity.
And the U.S. waited so long to decide what to do about Gaddafi. Rubio said, Mr. Burns, what message does this send to the world?
Puzzling in action to most of the people around the world. What impact that's having on the image of the United States in the region and around the world with regards to future potential conflicts? Is the message that we're sending that when future conflicts arise, the United States actions are difficult to predict, there may be none?
And then Marco Rubio and the Senate Foreign Relations Committee went after this guy again, but really was going after President Obama and took a pretty bold swipe at him.
The President of the United States has specifically said Gaddafi must go, but has done nothing since saying that except have internal debates about it for a week and a half or two. Congressional leadership in both parties have strongly called for a no-fly zone and other actions, and nothing has happened. I mean, all of this, I think, is a toxic brew that is really undermining the perception of the United States and our ability to influence events, not just in this area of the world, but all over the world.
You know what's great about Rubio yesterday is he's soft-spoken, but he really makes his points, and he's able to ad-lib. He's very, very eloquent when he does it. And he actually, he's gentlemanly. He maintains decorum and a sense of respect for the institution and for the people who are testifying. I mean, this guy has, all of a sudden, it's his coming out party this week. Earlier this week, that bold statement on the fact he was not going to vote for any more heavy spending that added to the debt here, and he bashed both parties. He says, I didn't come up here to Washington to be a part of some bizarre political theater, with everybody bragging about what they're cutting when what they're cutting is not going to make a single dent in our debt, in our deficit of any substance. I mean, he's just telling it like it is. Nobody was bolder on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. And the junior member from the Republican Party, our Marco Rubio, just lit this guy up and took him apart. And all Burns could say, well, with all due respect, we really think that we've been doing all we can and doing the best we can over here. And Rubio just dissected him. I hope you were impressed with that. I certainly am impressed with that. But this all came down before the UN resolution passed in the Security Council, 10-0 with 5 abstentions. The United States saying, yes, we're going to be a part of, but we're not going to be the Lone Ranger on this no-fly zone. It may or may not be too late to save the rebels who've really been getting beat up by Gaddafi in Libya. The planes, I don't believe, are yet in the air, but we're watching that closely. But I want to know whether you agree with Marco Rubio, who seemed to be saying that we should have gone in unilaterally weeks ago. We look weak because we are weak. We're weak because of Obama administration policies that have us drowning in debt and paralyzed by debt. We're in 2 wars we can't figure a way to fully get out of. We're going to initiate all alone a third, and with a backlash in the Middle East where we need them for their oil, I would not support us having gone in unilaterally. How about you? I'll tell you what the nation is saying in a Fox News poll. And now, how do you feel about the U.S. finally signing on to this resolution in the UN to keep the Obama or the Gaddafi planes on the ground with a no-fly zone? 407-916-5400. Toll free 1-866-916-5400. It's 7:12 Friday morning. Glad you're here on the 50,000-watt front porch. Let's get you up to date on real-time traffic and weather together now on the twos.
From the David Moss Volkswagen Lee Road Traffic Center, continue to see a delay-free ride along I-4 so far this morning. Just some areas of patchy fog. Be sure to use some extra caution. The 408's in good shape, and we are delay-free north and southbound along the Turnpike. There was a wreck along 1792 in the Sanford area. This has north and southbound lanes shut down in between Airport Boulevard and the Greenway. Authorities say this should reopen around 9 a.m., although for now you can use Sanford Avenue or Old Lake Mary Road instead. From the Traffic Center, I'm Courtney Bright.
From 540 WFLA, Orlando's 24-hour weather channel, we're off to a great start this morning, and as high pressure holds on, we'll stay sunny and unusually warm. High today at 86, well into the 80s tomorrow and Sunday. Weather updated around the clock on 540 WFLA. I'm meteorologist David Maddox at the Weather Channel.
Good morning, I'm Michelle Morello. Coming up in your 7:30 news, police finding more sexual abuse victims of a Universal employee. Census numbers show a population boom in Central Florida, and a local couple helping get safe water to Japan.
Hey, ready to save some serious money on your homeowner's insurance? You may be paying through the nose, paying far too much. I mean, you got outfits like State Farm that want a 28% rate hike increase. Come on, it's your money. Let's see what you can save. Go to Florida Insurance Specialists' amazing website. Tap into their high technology that will get you an answer on what you can save if they switch you to another provider. ChallengeMyRate.com. ChallengeMyRate.com. That's where you want to go, as one of my listeners did from Orlando. And, well, got switched from State Farm paying $1,800 to Prepared Insurance, now paying $950 for the same coverage, and on a per annual basis, that's an $850 savings. It can happen for you, but only if you give it a try. You check it out now. ChallengeMyRate.com, ChallengeMyRate.com. The phone number to Florida Insurance Specialists, 407-805-0200.
Traffic on Air Online, a service of Circle K. At Circle K's new Takeaway Cafe, get on your way with our premium coffees brewed every 30 minutes in glass pots for the freshest coffee going. Our premium coffees come in a variety of flavors, from our 100% Arabica house blend to hazelnut, or our French vanilla cappuccino with refills up to 24 ounces, just 99 cents every day. Circle K, what else do you need?
Hey folks, Dave Ramsey here. At MyTotalMoneyMakeover.com, you can join tens of thousands of people who are winning with their money. You'll learn how to make a budget, download the Dave Ramsey Show commercial free, and so much more. Join the group today at MyTotalMoneyMakeover.com.
Does your keychain say you're hardworking and dependable? It will when you add the keys to a Chevy Silverado All-Star Edition. And if you add them during Chevy Truck Month, they'll also say you're smart, because you'll get a trailering package, heavy-duty automatic locking rear differential, and a great deal.
As part of AutoNation, America's largest automotive retailer, Courtesy Ford can do big things, like give you a money-back guarantee on every vehicle we sell, new and used. So you get the peace of mind of your money back, no questions asked. And right now at Courtesy Ford, drive new F-150s for up to $10,000 off MSRP. That's a new 2010 F-150 Super Crew with Chrome package for up to $10,000 off MSRP. Plus, qualified buyers get 0% financing for 60 months on F-150. It's just $1,667 per month for $1,000 financed. If you want an F-150 Super Crew for up to $10,000 off MSRP with a money-back guarantee, hurry to Courtesy Ford on Wayside Drive across from the Seminole Town Center Mall. Because at up to $10,000 off MSRP, these F-150 Super Crews are going to go fast. We guarantee it.
Who are you going to call? Call Courtesy!
Go to CourtesyDealers.com. Courtesy Ford, open for service 7 days a week.
Have you been wondering if your testosterone is low? Covance needs relatively healthy, overweight men age 55 and older to participate in a clinical research study of an investigational medication for low testosterone. 3 one-night stays and 3 outpatient visits required. Participants will receive testosterone results and all study-related exams at no cost, and compensation up to $2,400 for time and participation. Once again, overweight men age 55 and older may qualify. Call 877-851-1061 or visit testwiththebest.com. That's 877-851-1061 or testwiththebest.com. To all participants, past, present, and future, Covance would just like to say thank you. Save on your mortgage. Go to Trustco Bank for details. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, are you going to get out to Lucas Nursery this weekend? If you want to get into your spring planting, you can buy flowers anywhere, but you'll never see flowers and shrubs and everything that grows the way it grows at Lucas Nursery. It's amazing. I mean, they've been working the same land, the same family for 100 years right now. Phil and Sarah run the place. They've got a great family backing them up and a great staff as well, so knowledgeable. And it's a magnificent place to go. It's a beautiful place to go. It's acre after acre of everything that grows and every accessory for your garden. And right now, azaleas in all their glory, all your spring flowers and shrubs as Easter approaches. Get on out this weekend to Lucas Nursery, and please tell them the Budman sent you from 540 WFLA. And don't forget to take in the